What's going on, Trail 2323 here. I'm gonna be moving my fish on the inside. It's what is this? October 1 over here in Chicago, 2015. It's supposed to go down to 49 degrees tonight, so my blue tilapia are good outside until around 55 degrees. The small ones won't even last that. But I did get rid of about 30 of them, but there's still a lot of them out there. Told my wife I wouldn't bring any inside since I got my 125 tank. I was kind of giving up the hobby. But I don't have the heart to leave them outside, so I'm going to be bringing them in here. So all these guys right here are going to be upset because this is my regular tank, and I'm going to jam them all in there for tonight. That's probably going to, actually tell you the truth, is going to shock the tank. So I'm anticipating this getting a little bit cloudier, but hopefully my big PVC filter that I made right there will go ahead and help keep it clean. I know with the big male tilapias, they're probably going to clear off the bottom part of the gravel right there, because you know they're automatically going to try to mate. If I didn't have my pacu in here and my placostomus in here, I would not leave the heater on. They're the only reason why I leave the heater on. Other than that, the tilapia indoors in the basement, it'll get down to about 60 degrees, so they should still be okay. But I'm going to line everything up outside, set up my tripod, and start bringing them in. Alright, bear with me here. I'm going to try to bring everything in. I know all this right here is not going to come in. This right here, actually, like I said in all my videos, I started out with like 2 or 3 stalks, and this is what it grew to, my airlift water pump pumping in there. But I do want to try to get the duckweed out of there. There's a lot of duckweed in there. I'm going to try to get the duckweed out there. See all the fish down there? Look how clear that filter keeps it. That's a beautiful red tilapia. Look at him. He's white and red. That one's a beautiful one. But see how clear this filter keeps it? Watch my videos. I'll show you how I made that filter. But also I got some, it's not duckweed. I don't even know what it is, but I want to bring this inside also. I'll probably bring this whole 10-gallon tank inside. I'm going to drain it down. I don't mind the green water. The green water won't harm the fish at all. If I wanted to get rid of it, I could go Daphne in there. Either way, I'm going to get coolers, get everything I can. Before I drain this completely down, I put the water in a lot of stuff so I can throw the fish in it and then carry it inside. Okay, now this is what I use to drain it. This is like 1.5 inch big PVC plastic. And put it up here and kind of drain it like back in the day when you used to siphon gas out of a car. Come on. They won't make it tonight, I don't think. Maybe for 1 night or 2 nights, but I'm just gonna go ahead and shut the tote down. Then I'll cover it with plastic, because if I don't cover it with plastic, the plastic will crack over the winter. Not plastic, I'm gonna cover it with you know, the tarps, the plastic canvas-ish tarps. And I ain't worried about putting this fish in my 125 tank. You got a really good filter on it, and the fish I transfer back and forth between them anyways. After I fill these up, I'm going to let the hose just drain on the ground and go shut off the air pump or the airlift water pump. The wind is chilly already. You drain it, try to drain it from the side. The little hole on the side of the water tote, the fish actually try to go to hide in there, and then they get stuck in it. They get stuck, and if they're babies, they'll shoot right out to the ground. That to the bottom as much as possible, because I'm getting all the fish out, so I wanted that water as low as possible. Alright, since I'm going to drain this, but I'm going to try to get the duckweed out of it before I drain it. But for now, I'm going to take off the airlift, so I can just move around in there better with the fish. All I had was these bungee cords holding this in place so it wouldn't float to the top. Now I got to hold it down. The heck. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes now. I just want to show you how long it takes. The water level just went down by that much. It's not even halfway down. Still, what I hit? Still. But look at the fish. Actually, one of my fish right there, the big red one, he like got a little cut on his head. You know, I've actually been I don't know if it's possums or raccoons. They tried to grab one, and one had some scratches on the side. And my filters, see the sponges? I've been having filter sponges taken out of here. You know, so I know something has actually been trying to get at them. But see how clear that filter is? I mean, there's a little green water, but the green water is just from the dang, you know, the light that's coming in the side of the tote. See the light on the side of the tote? That's what the green water's for. There's not too many of them, but they're big ones in here. I had guys come, I gave away about 30 of them. I still, you know, I still got about a whole bunch of them I guess I would have to get rid of, but I don't know how they're all going to do in the 125. If one starts beating up my koi or my wife's koi, I'm going to have to get rid of it. Alright, I'm still draining, so I'll put the video on, fast forward some when I've got the, start removing the fish. Also, I drained the little tank over there with the duckweed already. I'm going to put some more duckweed from here in that one. I might cut a couple stalks down to put it in there. And then I'll hopefully find a sunny window somewhere that I can put that at. You kind of get a good shot of my airlift water pump I got down there. Man, every time I hit this damn thing, it drains. But see the half-inch pipe coming down right there? There's a half-inch pipe coming down. And then there's a T. I got an extra shut-off valve, which is extra piece I pieced together. Then there's a hose coming in from this side, the air line. And there's about maybe 3 inches from the T going down to the bottom of the tank. So anything that passes by a little 3-inch thing gets pulled right up. And right around here, this whole half of the tank, there's not really much. But in that corner, there is, in the corner over there, there's some sediment in the bottom. But other than that, you see the bottom. The bottom's pretty much crystal clear still. So when I take the whole thing off, you'll be able to see it. But right now I'm just draining it still. I'm using the little kid's butterfly net, but it got a long reach, so I prefer to use this one. I got it still drained. There's still about a quarter of the water in there still, but still going down. I can start grabbing them now. Hopefully they don't get too much of a chill coming out. But it's supposed to go down 49 tonight. That's why I gotta get them inside. These things are the masters of jumping and the masters of hiding. If you look, when I had my pond, I thought I cleaned it out. I had like skeletons the next season for the pond that I didn't get them all out. They were like just blended with the bottom, and then they'll jump out of a damn thing in a heartbeat. Oh man, it's cold. My hands are freezing. Ooh, damn, I want to get at my camera. They're pissed at me. There are about 21 of them total. I got between this blue thing right here, and then these calm down when I close it. See? Alright, now since I got all of them, or most of them, actually I do got all of them. This is the thing to drain the tote. So now that I get more pressure out of here, it'll clean all the sediment off the bottom of the tote. And before winter, I'm gonna go ahead and I put these nets there just in case a fish come out. I will go ahead and catch it. I believe I got them all. I got rid of all the small ones already. A couple guys came. That's draining the tote right there. Let me show you what you see. See, now this right here was just the overflow from my old thing, but you see, I used to pump from the bottom, all the way from the bottom. This big thing was the hose I just drained it with. It just finished draining, and for the most part, everything at the bottom, there's no crack anywhere except for this corner right over here. There's some crap right there along the side, but the rest is pretty much cleaned out. Now the bottom of this is my airlift water pump. See, I'm swinging the hose right now, and it goes into the bottom of this pipe up and to the top right there. Alright, now I'm gonna get some more some duckweed out of this, then drain this. I gotta drain this. I'm gonna get some duckweed out of this, or try to scoop it out. Maybe pull some of those out. You probably want to see the roots on this. I'm sure it's got really big roots. Let's check it out. duckweed. I did take this out to look at it. I probably had my son just carry it down, help me carry it down, and leave it for the season because it'll come back next season. There's not going to be any oxygen in it, but I'm sure there's enough. What am I looking for? Fertilizer in it to last it for the rest of this season right here. So I'm gonna have my son help me take this off and put this down over there. Take this out right here. This was my silencer for my airlift water pump. Make it easier to carry for me and my son. Alright, gotta start getting these fish downstairs now. Oh, they might think something's coming on. Look at, I opened the thing all the way up and they're all to one side of the tank. They're about to get the shock of their life, literally. I know I'm actually probably going to shock my tank, but I procrastinated so much. I did attempt to get rid of some. Like I said, I got rid of about 30 of them. There's about 20 of them left right now. You know, when you put too much fish or over the amount of fish in this tank, you could shock your tank, you could get green water. You know, I read somewhere that you could have 12 adult tilapia within 55 gallons. And I've seen that in Chicago in the stockyards, that guy, man, he got a 500-gallon water tubs, and man, he got so many tilapia and they're constantly circulating, but he got some big pumps. You know, that right there, what I'm pumping right now, I got a small half-inch, but I could take it up to 3/4 of an inch to get more water flow from here if I need be. I got the actual oxygen cranked up on all those. This one's not on right now. I'm waiting to get another valve so I can add an extra one, because I got my guppies and marble crayfish in here, and that's where the other valve is at. I brought this inside. That's my the little duckweed I had left. I would actually like to put a light over this so it could propagate duckweed, but it won't propagate duckweed really in my eyes. People say you don't need oxygen because it creates it, but man, if you got a little air stone with a couple fish in there and the light, you'll propagate the duckweed, because my filter out there was just propagating duckweed left and right. So I got this in here right now. It's real cloudy from the green water. So I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I don't have it under light right now. I would love to actually just put an air pump on it and put it by the window, but I'm trying to cut back on my tanks and my air pumps. The fish right here I have in here. They actually calmed down. The big ones were going crazy. I closed the lid on this right here. Right. Close the lid again. The big ones are going crazy. The big ones are going to go crazy in this tank. This is my last little koi right here, so I got to keep an eye on that. And to tell you the truth, I'm missing 2 koi from that big tote. So maybe that's what the raccoon or the possum ate, my koi. Because no, I had 2 more koi out there and no koi came inside. Also, I had golden roaches. They're like minnows, real big minnows. They're gone too. They ain't come inside either. So I already put some water from this inside of both of these right here. I dialed down my temperature. I had my temperature at 78. I put it down to 72. I don't want my little squishy, that's what I call him, my pacu. I don't want my little squishy to die. That's why I'm keeping it in the 70s. At 72 degrees, I'm telling you, they're still going to have babies. I don't want them to mate or have babies, but they probably will. I would probably have to shut that all the way off. But I don't want I'll put my, this 125 is his tank. By next summer, I want to put the tilapia back outside again. But this is my Paku's tank right here. So, alright, I'm going to set the camera up and start transferring fish. Okay, bear with me here, people. I'm going to do all the small ones first, and then I'm going to transfer the big ones. None of them are actually small. They're actually pretty much mediums to larges. There's a whole slew of them right here. Can't even see these damn things in this blue tote. There's some small ones right there. Boy, if anybody wants some tilapia, I'll be glad to give them some tilapia. That's all of them from there. That's all of them from that one. Tilapia, believe it or not, tilapia are better to have a whole bunch than to have just a couple. You have just a couple, they're going to fight so bad. I got my big guys now, and they're already pissed off and upset. I'm gonna have to keep filtering this gravel. Here's my big guys I got coming in now. I got my big white one and my big red one. I love it, but my big red one got a cut on his head. So I'm thinking maybe a raccoon tried to get him. I don't know. They're real calm now. I don't know why. Maybe they're warmer, that's why they know they're inside now. Ooh, 3 of them with that one. Nope. I know you think I'm crazy right now, but I'm still trying to get rid of some. I told you, I just don't got the heart to let them die outside in the cold. People are going to want to eat them anyways. That one just knocked itself out, huh? There's my favorite white one right there. Talk about overpopulated tank. There's all my fish right there, guys. This is the one, see, he got the big bump on his head. He's missing something right there in his head. Let me see what I can see here. I'll zoom in for you guys. See, that one's already acting up. I don't want any of them to be aggressive, but I'm telling you, there's going to be some that are aggressive. To keep them from wanting to mate, you got to keep the water cooler. But if I put anything, I got Brutus upstairs, my big one, that he's really aggressive. If I bring Brutus, he would already be fighting, already be trying to take over the tank. There's my little squishy. There's my Paku all the way over there. He thought he was pretty big, so everybody else came in there. There's a nice one right there. Look at that. Well, if I didn't do this today, my medium ones would have probably been dead by tomorrow with it going down to 40-something degrees. If you see, what's cool is you see the white one, he was all white before I transferred him. And when he gets stressed out, he turns gray with stripes. But then once he calms down again, he will become all white again. That one's the one that being a little sucker right there. See? The good thing, let me tell you, the good thing about having a whole lot of fish in there is one of them itself doesn't get kind of beat up. You know, one of them doesn't get beat up. You know, I guess they share the wealth. But if you have like 2 or 3 fish in there only, they're gonna, you know, one of them's really gonna get beat up really bad. I'm watching that one. That's the aggressive one right there. That medium-sized one right there with the little black on his. He's the aggressive one right there so far. Okay, so I just got, let me see, make sure you get my head in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just top this off right now, and I'm going to shut the light off. I'm going to leave them in the dark for a while, just so they can kind of get acclimated and just wipe all this down. If I didn't bring them in today, they were going to be dead by tomorrow. I'm not going to feed, I probably won't feed them for 2 days. Sucks for my koi and my pacu that's used to eating every day, but I'm probably not going to feed them for 2 days and just let them get a little bit acclimated. And I don't want to, this is going to shock the tank. I mean, the tank is not used to having all this bacteria in it, so I hope it don't kill the fish, but it's going to make the tank real cloudy. That I got a big biofilter over there, so I'm hoping it's going to not let it get too bad. Either way, thanks for watching me transfer my fish, getting ready for the winter season 2015 here in Chicago. I'm still going to try to get rid of some tilapia. I've got some big males that I'm probably going to put on Craigslist and the back pages, see if I can get rid of some big male tilapia. Alright, this is what I was telling you about. He was all white, and when he gets stressed, he turns gray and gets stripes, and then when he relaxes, he gets all white again. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.